Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We've taken a bit of a break from our travel videos just to break it up a little bit for you. What we do today?
These are questions that we've been sent over the last few weeks, months, so I've typed them out. I thought it was just easier rather than answering people individually, because there might be some that you're also thinking, some questions you're also thinking. I've typed it out and it's a bit small. Can you read it? There's 25 questions, so bear with us.
I'm wearing my glasses. Number one, well, we are thinking of buying a camper van. We also have 2 dogs and are worried about the difficulties involved in taking them with us. How do you find it? Well, there's no problem taking them with us. In fact, as soon as they hear the van door opening and and the keys jangling and they're getting ready to go, they're eager. So on that side, there's not a problem with them.
Well, I think they think it's their van anyway.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I would say it depends on your dogs. You know your dogs better than anyone.
I mean, we're lucky. Ours travel really well.
They always have travelled, haven't they, with us?
We don't have any issues while they're travelling. They go to sleep. They let us know if they need to go for a wee or anything, and that's about it, isn't it?
Yeah. They settle down quite happily. Yeah.
So yeah, you know your dogs. I mean, we were in the old Land Rover ambulance, and it was a bit tight for the room then, but they still settled down. Found a little corner to settle down. They've got more room in the Renault, but again,
I mean, before we had the ambulance, the Land Rover, we had an old Talbot.
Yeah.
And we had 3 dogs in that. 3 border collies, and that wasn't a problem either.
No. I suppose it could be a little bit restricting on where you go. Some campsites might not like dogs, especially if they're sort of the farm type campsites. They don't like dogs.
One other thing we've found is that campsites, a lot of them are getting a bit greedy now, aren't they? And they're charging for dogs, and sometimes it could be £2 a night per dog, which bumps the price up quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, ours are quite happy to be tied up outside as well. We've got long leads that we just anchor to various points on the van, and again, they're just happy to be outside.
Yeah, depends on your dogs. You know your dogs better than anyone else.
How easy is it to find places to park if you aren't using a campsite?
Well, we tried Britstops.
Yeah.
We paid for Britstops membership, didn't we? You'll perhaps seen an old video from last year. We used it once. Didn't really see any point to it, did we?
No. There's various apps as well. We Park for Night.
We use mostly.
We've
driving around as well.
Yeah, we've found a couple of lay-by type places in the Dales, Yorkshire Dales, and they were quite happy.
Yeah, down in Wales last month.
Yeah,
found one. We're actually we are about to put it on Park for Night, aren't we?
Yeah, so they're there. It's easy to do. Certainly, we use Park for Night and gets us in the general area, and then start looking around for a suitable park up. We find them, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, it's partly using your common sense as well. It's, I mean, if somewhere says no overnight parking, don't do it. It's not worth risking.
So yeah.
But if they don't, then there's nothing there stipulating that you can't. So we found a couple of rough ones, and we thought, no, on Park for Night, and there was a car park which was on the outskirts of the housing estate, and we just thought, no, it's not right for us, especially again having the dogs.
So, I mean, we tend to try and find somewhere out in the countryside, don't we?
Yeah.
To just so the dogs can go off and fend for themselves.
No, we don't kick them out.
No. Sometimes. Why do you prefer to park up somewhere rather than use a campsite?
Antisocial.
No, we're not antisocial. The whole idea of building this camper van was to be able to do some wild camping. We prefer the quieter sites anyway, smaller sites. But I suppose some of it is cost. I don't think we could have afforded to do the whole of Scotland like we did, staying on campsites every night. So what we save there goes into fuel and
And part of it goes back to that first question about the dogs. Part of it is because of the dogs. It's can be expensive to take 2 dogs, and they don't have the freedom. If we're parked up somewhere, we can tie them up outside, and we don't have the hassle of worrying about. I mean, our dogs are well behaved, and they wouldn't, kids running up to them or other dogs running up to them wouldn't be a problem. But you get some parents who don't control the kids, to be honest.
Yeah, and for example, when we were in the Yorkshire Dales, we found a place just outside Skipton, and the dogs were on the grassy slope behind us. We were away from the very quiet road. It was very peaceful.
We had to shout them in for the tea, didn't we?
Yes.
It was like having 2 kids. They just sat on the top of the hill watching us, didn't they? Didn't run off or anything, because we know they wouldn't. Otherwise, we wouldn't let them do it. But they just sat there watching us.
Quite happy.
Yeah. But yeah, that's mostly right. And again, the costs. Like Keith said, we couldn't have done Scotland. We stayed on sites all the time. Or your Dales, really, or the lakes.
Although we stayed on more campsites in the Dales.
Yeah.
Because we had other things. Because we were trying other things.
We're trying to park for night. We're
park
trying
for night.
Brick stops. We're trying
stops and Campervan. Camping caravan.
Camping caravan club site.
So we were trying a variety of things in that one. On your 2 long trips to Yorkshire and Scotland, how do you keep clean without a shower in the van? Well, we do have a shower in the van. It's obviously not been on the video for obvious reasons, but it's one that plugs into a cigarette lighter in the boot in the garage, and it's very simple. You stand in a bowl of hot water and it just pumps it round. So we've used that a couple of times.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress, I think.
To be honest,
Wet wipes.
And did your granny and granddad have a bath every day or a shower every day?
No.
Going back to, wet wipes, but soap and water and flannel.
Yeah, and a good, a strip wash if there's nobody around and you're out in whatever. And
we've not been caught out yet.
We haven't been caught yet. But yeah, in the Lake District, we were in the stream, weren't we?
Yeah, and you'll see in some upcoming videos of Scotland. Scotland's brilliant. We're not going to say too much more, but there are places to shower in Scotland.
Yeah.
You'll see those in some future videos.
Scotland's certainly got its act together to encourage visitors, whereas mainland England, they're tightening up on where you can overnight, and the facilities aren't available. But they are in Scotland. They have gone to town a bit.
A couple of service stations we've used as well in the past.
So you can when we were in the Lake District, we knew that T-Bay had a free shower, and so when we wanted a shower, we just could have called round that area for the day, had a shower, and we moved on. You don't really need them every day, and as Darryl said, wet wipes, apart from being
they're being banned in a couple
being
of
banned,
years, so it will be back to
but
flannel,
wet wipes,
soap
and water. Yeah. So we do stay clean. We're not dirty when we're away. You've been on 2 long trips in the van. Is there anything you would change in the van? Either single things or the layout after spending a long time in it?
No.
I think the way we went about not designing but planning it, we knew we wanted a fixed bed, so that was put in, and then we went away with cardboard boxes and looked at the layout and how we wanted it and things, and so we've really got what we want. I suppose one thing might be the sink.
Yeah, I was going to say the sink as well. I think originally we thought about a smaller Belfast sink, hadn't we? And at the time we couldn't afford it, could we? And we quite like the idea of the copper
of actually putting it in,
yeah.
And we were worried about the weight at the time.
Yeah.
So we went for the copper sink, which is nice. It's not quite deep enough to wash in. You need a bowl to do that.
To wash up in.
Well, also wash.
Yeah.
But it's adequate for what we need.
We make it work.
We make it work.
It's certainly not something we'd rip out to redo, is it?
Not in anytime soon. But
The other thing I think possibly, well, no, not possibly, we do need to do is the curtains, isn't it? Something at the bottom just to hold them.
Yeah.
If we're on a bit of a slope, a bit of an angle, then the curtains do
hang away from the window.
So it does let a bit of light in. Not a major problem, but we do need to find some way just fasten them back a little bit, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
A couple of people have asked about condensation as well, but it's not been a major problem, has it?
It hasn't. We've been away in some cold, windy, wet environments, so yeah. Do you prefer to go on longer? Do you prefer to go for longer trips? They're always nice.
It's nice to be able to take your time.
Yes, but we do like going away at weekends as well. The whole idea of the van was
So yeah, it's just up and go.
Up and go for a weekend or a week or whatever. So, and it really depends on work.
Yeah, I mean you're working more than you thought you would be, aren't you?
Yeah. But it pays for the diesel.
Yeah. Yes, it's nice. It's nice doing both. I really like going on longer trips, but it takes a bit of planning, don't they? As well.
Take a lot of planning and take a chunk out of
your holidays.
The holidays and well, just a chunk of time.
But yeah, they're good.
I think that. Do you prefer to go on longer trips? You don't have a TV in the van. How do you cope? You talk to each other.
Yeah,
occasionally.
we do. We insult each other mainly.
Make videos of cooking. No, we
editing.
Yeah, pain in my life. No, we decided that we didn't want a TV. We haven't got one in the static caravan up in Derbyshire. We just get away from it all. We play music.
That was a plan, wasn't it, to get away? It's an escape. So we thought, well, telly's not escaping. You're just getting into the same routine you are at home. So
and there's no rush to get back to watch a certain programme or
not these days.
No, I mean when you're out for the day, you're thinking, Coronation Street's on in half an hour or whatever. So it makes us relax more. It makes us spend more time outside.
Yeah.
We read.
We've got Kindles, which are easy to take away, aren't they? We have got Scrabble and Yahtzee.
Yeah.
And we don't play them much, to be honest, but they're there.
And I put the guitar in, but never get time to practice.
Dave Bertolini's going to teach you. Right, Dave.
But yeah,
it's never been.
And there's lots of other things to do.
I'm the biggest telly addict going, but I don't miss it when we're away.
Have you ever been moved on from somewhere that you've parked up overnight, and don't you worry that you might? Don't worry that you think about it, but if you do, if somebody's asked you to move on, we just move on. We've never been asked to do.
No.
A ranger came when we were up in the Lake District. A ranger came over and sort of drove around the car park and drove off. We thought then he would say something, but
we were at Penman Point on Anglesey once, weren't we? And there are signs that say no parking, no overnight parking there. But we did know that it was allowed, and all we got was a knock on the door the morning after, wasn't it?
Yeah, they charge you. They come round in the first thing in the morning. Yeah,
or a 10. It depends on the size of the van. So we only parked there, as I say. There were signs saying no parking.
And we haven't parked anywhere that says no overnight camping, so we don't expect really to be moved on. But if we were, we'd just apologise and move on.
Yeah, and I mean, we're lucky. I don't know. Neither of us drink, so if we did, it wouldn't be a problem. It's not like we'll have had a drink in the van and not be in a position to drive. So yeah, if we did, we did.
I'm not complaining because I like it, but we have noticed that on your Scotland videos you're using a lot more music than you have done before. Why is that?
The wind.
When we were filming and Darryl hands his hand outside or the window's open, we found that we got a lot of wind noise on the camera at the moment. We're looking at how to compensate for that and why it's happening, particularly in these last videos. And we're not talking. And part of Scotland
was windy up there, wasn't it?
It was windy, but part of Scotland was the views, and so there's perhaps more driving time.
Especially in the first week, I think there was a lot of one of us hanging out the window anyway, wasn't there, filming it.
So rather than just having wind noise, we've found some music to put over it, so we can actually have longer driving scenes to show Scotland, because I think the trip, it was a road trip rather than going to an area to explore an area. It's certainly a lot of driving. Yeah. But, so I'm glad you're enjoying it. We try and vary the music. We will get back, and when we do talk, sometimes take it down so you can hear our conversation as well. So.
Yeah. If people are enjoying it, we'll carry on doing it, but obviously not as much.
Yeah, I mean, certainly for Scotland, it's going to be where there's lots of views, lots of scenery to see.
I think there's certain times you look at, when we're looking at the video and looking at bits we've taken, thinking, oh, that'd look good with a bit of music on it, or not.
Do you have any plans to visit any parts of Europe this year? I think the short answer is no. With the dogs and dog passports, I know you can get them. It's the hassle and the rigmarole coming back into the country, I think, rather than going out. You've got to present to a vet. You've got to out there. They've got to give the dogs the okay, and so on. So we haven't looked into it properly for dog passports, but at the moment, no. We've still got a lot of places in this country to see.
Not quite abroad. I mean, we did look at maybe doing Ireland, didn't we? The Isle of Man, Isle of Wight. To be honest, prices of ferries
getting the van over there
ridiculous, especially with it being a long vehicle as well, and long wheelbase. It just adds to the cost.
Yeah.
But like Keith says, there's so many places that we've not seen in this country. Yorkshire Dales, we didn't know until we went last year. Scotland, we certainly didn't know anybody very well.
No.
So, there's loads of places to go in this country, and we're quite happy doing that.
Where are your long trips going to be this year? So following that, and the extra comment is, my wife and I both really enjoy the long ones and look forward to each instalment. Well, that's nice to hear. Thank you. Our long trips this year, we haven't really decided. We tend to be very much last minute. Oh, let's go with there or whatever. And like in the first video, after the van was done, we hadn't a clue until we got in, it loaded up, and we were on the drive and drew out of a hat. That's the sort of time scale we work on sometimes.
Although we've been to Anglesey quite a bit, I do fancy doing Anglesey again.
And Snowdonia.
Yeah.
Also down at the time down in Cornwall.
Cornwall again, yeah. So, but again, there's other places. There's counties we certainly don't know. Shropshire, don't know at all.
And the east.
Yeah, Norfolk,
Suffolk. But I mean, we have got some ideas that we've got to look at. I thought about doing some of the old Roman roads, sort of Watling Street from end to end, and seeing where they go, and sticking to the old, the old route,
not the A roads,
Watling Street, Ermine Street, things like that. I don't know. We've got to plan that a little bit more.
Again, quite a bit of planning, isn't it?
So. But there's some long ones.
Possibly, probably Wales, North Wales. Like Keith says, maybe Cornwall. Be nice to go and see some friends in Cornwall again. We've not seen for a couple of years, but we don't know. It's the honest answer at the moment. And again, well, you're working, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm waiting on a hospital appointment. So again, plans are pretty loose at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah.
So we'll let you know.
Last year you had a Campervan meetup. Any plans for this year? Well, that's your department.
Yes, in May. May the 10th to the 12th in the Peak District again, just outside Yulegrave. May the 10th to the 12th. I just said that. If you're not on Facebook or on a Facebook group, Campervan. No, I was going to say Tales. Campervan Events UK. The details are on there. We will be putting a little video about it anyway soon.
Yeah. And for that one, we've got a large field available to us, however much we want. It's very basic.
It's off-grid, basically. That's what
basic
it's called.
off-grid. There is a toilet. It's down at the bottom of the field and round the back of the house, farmhouse. But and then we've got this Buxton, Bakewell, not Buxton, Bakewell.
There's Bakewell around.
Matlock back
nearby.
So there's things.
Not too far from Chesterfield.
Chatsworth.
Houses,
Yeah.
So yes, that'll be a weekend, and it's just going to be very much like the one at Hope that we did last year. It's just going to be get together, have a natter, nothing major. It's just getting to know each other basically.
Yeah, I was thinking there's no real pub like there was at the other one, was there?
No,
it's down in the village of Yulegrave.
Yeah, it's going to be very much bring your own food to cook and
or do takeouts.
Yeah.
Is there one thing that we'd change in the van? I think we've answered that one. I enjoy watching the cooking that you do. Will you be doing more?
Is that from you, Dave?
Yes, the answer to that is yes. We've got a couple more videos from our Scotland trip to put up.
I bet that is.
Apparently, we amuse people with our cooking videos. I don't know why. We're cooking to eat.
Yeah. It just happens that the last one just went a bit awry.
Wasn't right. I thought it was biscuits.
Rum turned his nose up at it anyway. But yes, there are more cooking videos, and there probably will be throughout the year anyway.
Are you going to do a live stream at any point so people can ask you questions? Well, we're divided on this. Darryl wants to do a live stream. I'm not sure because I'd soon have a list of questions to answer. Not that we've prepared anything, but a list of questions. Because I don't see what happens if you sat there and nobody actually asks you a question. You just sat there twiddling your thumbs. I don't
no confidence in it.
I don't see the point of live streaming. That's why.
I've been on about it for a while now, but I'm thinking maybe when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we might. Well, that depends on when we get to 1,000 subscribers.
And if we've got anything to talk about.
I think we're about 150 off at the moment.
Actually, what was the highlight of last year's trips for both of you?
So many. There's a lot that you've not seen yet from Scotland. Scotland,
the scenery in Scotland was
just blew my mind.
It was fantastic. We were very lucky with the weather. We had blue skies, we had blue sea, and I hadn't thought we'd be up in Scotland. It'd be grey, miserable, damp.
Especially the end of October and beginning of November.
It wasn't anything like that. So the views we had were fantastic, as I say. I think that really made it.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the reasons it's taking so long to get all the videos out. We just took so much footage, didn't we? And editing it down. I mean, the next video was about 3 hours that you're having to edit down.
Yeah, so that's why some of them are split up into separate sections for the same day. The same day. I suppose Applecross was good because I was driving, so I was at the hairpin bends and the scenery as well. So
that road is brilliant. So many things.
Yorkshire Dales,
the Dales are brilliant.
That parking up outside Skipton, just up in the hills. The odd tractor went past, and we had the whole area to ourselves. So Yeah, it's
And all right, it wasn't really a campervan trip, but Cat Zero.
yes,
was-
yeah. That's through with Campervan.
Yeah, I mean, we met Dave Bertolini from One Man in His Whippet, and he invited us on board the boat. And I think I said at the time in one of the videos I wasn't too sure, but it was brilliant.
It was a life experience.
It was. It's something that you've got to look back on and enjoy thinking about, and we're going to enjoy looking back in a few years and watching the videos again, I think.
Yeah, so it wasn't one of the long trips, but it came about from the Campervan and the group.
Campervan meet.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. Too many highlights to name one, really.
Where do the dogs sleep?
They would like to sleep on the bed. They would do their damnedest. Which is actually one reason we made their bed so high, so they couldn't just jump on when he fancied it. They sleep on the floor.
They sleep on the floor. They do sometimes like to take themselves behind the curtain into the cab.
Yeah, and it's hot, they tend to do that.
Just
cooler
sleep,
in there.
sleep in the front cab. We don't make them sleep anywhere, so they just settle down, and we don't hear anything of them till the morning.
We did spoil them a bit.
You spoiled them a bit. We bought some dog beds.
Yeah, some sheepskin dog beds, which you'll see on another video coming up. But yeah, they just sleep on the floor. They're quite happy.
I've noticed that you started using a drone. How do you find using it? We're still learning. Is a short answer.
This is one where we were divided again, isn't it? Keith was a bit anti getting one, and I get
Just
saying,
really for the expense.
yeah. And we've had cheap drones in the past, haven't we? Toy drones more.
We've never been able to fly.
Never been able to
never
fly
get them off the floor. But the Spark, I'm very impressed with it. It's so easy to fly, and I'm starting to get used to what sort of shots to take and how they're going to come out and how to use them.
Notice he said he. I don't get my hands on it.
You do. But and it's building the confidence to use it properly.
It's trusting it, isn't it?
Yes. I was filming Daryl driving in Scotland, and all of a sudden it flashed up that the battery was low and that it would be returning home to the home point and it started counting down in 10 seconds. And I was thinking, I've walked down the road since then. We've moved quite a way, so I had to quickly take that off, stop that, otherwise it would disappear. And so it is getting the confidence and knowing what the drone's doing.
There are times where, again in Scotland, we bought it for Scotland basically because we knew that we'd see some. I was going to say stunning. I must stop saying stunning. We say it a lot. Some lovely scenery. A lot of it could have been flown over water, but we just didn't have the confidence in ourselves or the drone at the time. It'll come.
Yes.
We think, again, as Scotland videos go on, there should be some nice footage for it.
Yeah, there's certainly one when we get down to Fort William.
Yeah. I'm not going to say any more about Fort William, but something there that we really liked.
Do you wish you had an oven? We've got ridge monkeys. We don't need an oven.
Imagine what cooking we could demonstrate if we had an oven. No. I mean, we'd thought about it when we were building a van.
We were going to have an oven. We were going to have a microwave.
And then
we bought a microwave and then took it back.
Yeah,
we didn't want it.
But
an oven, we don't use an oven at home very often. So, we don't really need one. And we tend to cook fresh when we're out. So meat's in a frying pan or in the ridge monkeys. We've got a pan to boil veg up in, and so no.
What's that?
Recording stopped. So that camera's stopped. So hopefully this camera's still going.
The ridge monkeys are so versatile as well. There's things that we've not done in them that you can heat pies up in them and all sorts. So yeah, looking at you now.
You can cook cookies in them.
Yeah, you've seen our cookies. They're lovely.
Are you thinking of asking people to support you on Patreon or anything like that?
No.
No, we don't think that's for us really.
No.
We enjoy putting the videos together.
We do.
That's it really.
We do what we can afford to
Yes,
do.
yeah.
We don't want to start asking people for money to
fund it. Because it's. I mean, that's why I'm working to fund
the trips away.
Yeah. So and it's a bit like everybody else. Everybody else goes to work and enjoys their holidays. That's what we do. So the answer is no, not at the moment anyway. And I doubt we'll ever change our mind on that.
No.
You did a lot of miles in Scotland. Was it expensive in fuel? Well, we did 2,200 miles.
That's from
door to door,
Nottingham to Nottingham.
Nottingham and back to Nottingham. And I did work this one out when I'd read it, which worked out at 70 gallons on average, because we were averaging about 31, 32 miles to the gallon. So it's 70 gallons, which came out at 322 litres, something like that, which we worked out at about £420. And it's all sort of rough because of the varying price of fuel and things, but £420, £450 in fuel. So yes, it was expensive. We saved a lot not camping on campsites.
We spent
about £15 on campsites.
30 quid in all, wasn't it? 2 donations of £5 and then a couple of campsites. So for 2 of us to go away and paying out that amount of fuel was still cheaper than one of us going abroad.
Yeah, so and we'd realise it was going to be expensive, and we
budgeted
for it. So yeah. Where do you really want to go in the UK that you haven't been yet? Well, we haven't been yet to Norfolk in that area, so we might go there. I mean, the other places we've been to, but we want to go back.
Anglesey, definitely. I keep going on about Shropshire. My family apparently is originally from Shropshire, so but you're in not 2 minds about that. But you've got this vision of it being all industrial.
No, the other, completely the opposite. It's all agriculture, Shropshire.
All right.
But it's all farms. There's no sort of, as far as I'm aware, there's no sort of hills that or woods or forests that you could just go and disappear in.
No. We've got a new set of guidebooks, which we'll show you in another video, that I think are going to come in pretty useful for thinking of places to go. They're a little bit different, aren't they? They're not just your normal touristy type guidebooks. That should help us discover some new places. But yeah, Norfolk. I vaguely know Norfolk, not that well. Just the usual Cromer, Overstrand and all that. But yeah, Norfolk would be one. Sussex, don't know Sussex at all.
No.
Yeah.
No, West Sussex.
Yeah.
Chichester way.
Yeah. Don't know.
So we'll see. Do you support local businesses, or do you mainly supermarket shop when you're away?
We try to support local, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, we stock up at the supermarkets before we go with the basics, but then fresh food, as we're away, we try and support local businesses.
Go to local butchers and
bakers and
coffee shops.
Certainly the coffee shops. But yeah, I mean, it's again logistics. When you're going round Scotland or the Dales, Tesco isn't on every corner like it is in Nottingham. So you're almost forced to use local businesses. But we do try to.
Yeah, and there's been occasions where we've, someone's advertised eggs at their gate or stuff like that, and we've gone and bought them from there as well. So we prefer to support local businesses.
Yeah. And when you get into the end, is the van easy to park? In Tesco car parks, not very, because they're fairly tight, and she does stick out.
Yeah,
so
a lot of car parks we found are pretty tight, aren't they? We like to look for the edge of a car park, don't we?
Yeah.
And somewhere where we know we can
hang out.
pull out of rather than reverse out of makes it easier, doesn't it?
And when it is tight, we either have a camera on the back, or you just jump out, or I jump out and just make sure, just keep an eye on the back. So, yeah, she isn't that easy sometimes.
And height as well. I mean, sometimes we can't get under barriers.
No, that's it. Are you going to sell merchandise like some of the other channels?
No plans to.
No plans to. I wouldn't know what people would want us to sell.
I mean, we've got the stickers, but we tend to give those out if people ask for one, and the key rings.
And the key rings
we tend to give out to people if we've done a van tour, just as a thank you for letting us have a look at the van, don't we?
Yeah.
But no plans to sell anything. No. Again, we're not that kind of channel that's wanting to make money out of what we do. We're quite happy to make the videos and know that people are enjoying them.
Yeah, I don't think we never set out to make money out of the channel, was it?
It was just fun. It was just so that when we're both suffering from dementia, we can watch the videos back, to be honest, and see whether it jogs our memory.
If we remember how to use the
The what?
The computer things.
What's on
I know.
there? So no plans for merchandise. We just want to carry on doing what we're doing and
hopefully
hope
like it.
People enjoy it.
So that's the end of the list of questions so far. Perhaps the next one might be, you never know, it might be in a live.
Get us up to 1,000 subscribers and we'll do a live, won't we, Keith?
You'll have to convince me. But for now,
yeah, thanks very much.
Thanks for watching.
And we'll see you
If you
soon.
like, then
give us
give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
And share and tell other people about us. Because that means more to us than selling merchandise, to be honest. People watching. Yeah. See you soon.
Bye.
Back to Scotland.
Bye.
Next video. Bye.
Know you've been a good friend, and that's in the thick and thin.